గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ స్టూడెంట్స్, వెల్కమ్ టు నీట్ శ్రీకాంత్ యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్. తెలుగు రాష్ట్రాల విద్యార్థుల్ని దృష్టిలో ఉంచుకొని సులభమైన ఇంగ్లీష్లో నీట్ బోధన చేస్తున్న ఏకైక ఛానల్ మన నీట్ శ్రీకాంత్ ఛానల్. మీరు నీట్ ఎగ్జామ్లో బాటనీలో 180కి 180 మార్కులు సాధించాలనుకుంటున్నారా? అయితే వెంటనే ఆలస్యం చేయకుండా మన ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి. ఈరోజు మన ఛానల్లో యూట్యూబ్ చరిత్రలోనే మొదటిసారిగా C3 సైకిల్ కంప్లీట్ రియాక్షన్స్తో సులభమైన పద్ధతిలో చెప్పడం జరిగింది. సో మీరందరూ వినండి, నచ్చితే లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి.
Good morning students. In earlier class we are going to discuss about the C3 cycle. So the C3 cycle was proposed by Melvin Calvin. So that's why the C3 cycle is also called Calvin cycle. Calvin cycle. Already we know this. So in C3 cycle how many stages are there? 3 stages are there. First one is carboxylation, second one reduction, and third one is regeneration of RUBP. So carboxylation, reduction, regeneration of RUBP. Already we are discussed in the part 1 carboxylation and reduction. Then what is the meaning of carboxylation? In the C3 cycle, the first reaction is carboxylation. So the addition of one carbon dioxide molecule, to RUBP. Where it is present RUBP? The C3 cycle or Calvin cycle biochemical reactions or takes place in the stroma of the chloroplast. So in the stroma of the chloroplast, which substrate is there? RUBP is there. So the plants are absorbed carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. So the addition of one carbon dioxide to RUBP. Addition of one carbon dioxide to RUBP is called carboxylation. So in carbon dioxide, how many carbons are there? 1 carbon. In RUBP, how many carbons are there? 5 carbons. So 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. So the product is having 6 carbons. So when addition of one carbon dioxide to RUBP, they can produce phosphoglyceric acid. How many molecules of phosphoglyceric acid? 2 molecules of phosphoglyceric acid. Each and every molecule of phosphoglyceric acid is having 3 carbons. So 3 into 2 is equal 6 carbons. So all biochemical reactions takes place regulated by a enzyme. Here also a enzyme is there. That enzyme name is Rubisco. Abundant enzyme in the world. So the Rubisco is having dual functions. That means it can participate in carboxylation as well as oxidation reaction. So in the presence of Rubisco enzyme, the addition of carbon dioxide molecule to RUBP, ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate, and they can turn into phosphoglyceric acid. So one carbon dioxide molecule is reactive with one molecule of RUBP. How many molecules of phosphoglyceric acids are produced? 2 molecules. Each and every phosphoglyceric acid is having 3 carbons. So 2 into 3 is equal to 6 carbon. Okay? Is it clear? It is about the carboxylation. So after carboxylation, next reaction is reduction. We have 2 type of reduction reactions in the Calvin cycle. In the first reaction, the PGA is turned into 1,3 bisphosphoglyceric acid. The phosphoglyceric acid is turned into 1,3 bisphosphoglyceric acid. So what is the difference between phosphoglyceric acid and 1,3 bisphosphoglyceric acid? Only one phosphate. You can observe the phosphoglyceric acid. Here 3 carbons are there. The third carbon is having phosphate. Here also 3 carbons are there. First carbon is having phosphate. Third carbon is also have phosphate. So the first carbon phosphate is coming from assimilation energy, that is nothing but ATP. It is nothing but ATP, which is produced in the light reaction. Which is produced in the light reaction. So the ATP is going to utilized, and the ATP is loose one phosphate. The loose phosphate is going to attach it to phosphoglyceric acid at first carbon. So now the ATP is turned into ADP, adenosine diphosphate. So when one phosphate is going to attach to phosphoglyceric acid at first carbon, now they can turn into 1,3 bisphosphoglyceric acid. Okay, so here the reaction is including with the ATP. So the enzyme name is simply kinase, phosphoglycerokinase. In the presence of phosphoglycerokinase, the phosphoglyceric acid utilized ATP, and one phosphate is going to lose from the ATP, attached to the first carbon of the PGA. Now that is turned into 1,3 bisphosphoglyceric acid. This is the first reduction reaction. And what is the second reduction reaction? In the second reduction reaction, 1,3 bisphosphoglyceric acid is turned into glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Okay, so here which is involved? NADPH2 is going to involved. NADPH2, ATP. These are assimilation energies coming from the light reaction. Now the 1,3 bisphosphoglyceric acid utilized NADPH2 energy. Now the NADPH2 energy is undergoes dehydrogenation reaction. So they can lose 2 protons and turn into NADP plus reduction form. So here what happened? The NADPH2 is lose 2 protons. The 2 protons are attached to 1,3 bisphosphoglyceric acid. Now that is turned into glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. So here which is going to lose? Hydrogen atoms. Protons are going to lose. So the reaction type is dehydrogenation. So the enzyme name is glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate dehydrogenase. Dehydrogenase. So in the presence of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate dehydrogenase, NADH2 is going to lose 2 protons and turn into NAD plus, and the loosed protons are attached to 1,3 bisphosphoglyceric acid, and that is turned into glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Here in Calvin cycle, how many molecules of CO2 is going to utilized? The plants are utilized 6 molecules of carbon dioxide. So the 6 molecules of carbon dioxide are reacted with 6 molecules of RUBP. So they can produce 12 molecules of PGA. How? 6 molecules of carbon dioxide is having 6 carbons. 6 carbons. 6 molecules of RUBP, it is nothing but 6 into 5. Each and every RUBP is having 5 carbons. 6 into 5 is equal to 30. So 30 plus 6, 36. So each and every PGA is having 3 carbons. 12 into 3 is equal to 36. So carbons are going to balance. Here also 12 molecules of G3P. So instead of 12 molecules of G3P, 2 molecules of G3P, 2 molecules of G3P is going to transfer into cytoplasm, making of glucose sugar. So the glucose is having 6 carbons. Here balance. 2 molecules of G3P is having, each and every one is having 3 carbons. 3 into 2 is equal to 6. So remaining 10 G3Ps, that means each and every one is having 3 carbons. 10 into 3 is equal to 30. That remaining 10 G3Ps are going to again participate in the RUBP regeneration. RUBP regeneration. How many carbons are there here? 30 carbons. Here how many molecules of RUBP is there? 6 molecules. Each and every RUBP is having how many carbons? 5. 6 into 5 is equal to 30. Okay? Carbon is going to balanced. Now we are discuss about detailed reactions of the regeneration of RUBP. Stop. Molecules of G3P is there. Each and every G3P is having 3 carbons. So 12 into 3 is equal to 36 carbons are there here. Now instead of 36 carbons, instead of 36 carbons. 6 carbons are used for making of glucose. Making of glucose. In the glucose, how many carbons are there? So food is going to prepared. Instead of 36 carbons, 6 carbons are going to participate in making of glucose, exhaust sugar. Remaining how many carbons are there here? 30. And now that 30 carbons are participating in regeneration of RUBP. Regeneration of RUBP. Is it clear? How many RUBPs are there? 6. Each and every one is having 5 carbon. 5 into 6 is equal 30. 30 carbon balance in the. Yes, this is about a regeneration of RUBP. Now we have discussed what are the biochemical reactions in regeneration of RUBP. Now we have discussed what are the biochemical reactions that takes place in regeneration of RUBP. The biochemical reactions of the regeneration of RUBP was the first time in the YouTube history. Okay, we are going to the first person to discuss to demonstrate the all biochemical reactions of the regeneration of RUBP. Understood this one? Yes. Now listen. Now we are discuss about RUBP regeneration. After the reduction, we are getting the which product? Glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. How many molecules of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate? 12. Here listen. We are going to split that to 12 molecules of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate like this. Okay. Here how many molecules are there? 2. Here 2, 3. So total is equal 12 molecules of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Is it clear now? Yes. Now we are discuss about the first reaction of the regeneration of RUBP. Regeneration of RUBP. Listen. Instead of 12 molecules of G3P, instead of 12 molecules of G3P, 2 molecules of G3P. 2 molecules of G3P are going to transfer into cytoplasm, where the Calvin cycle reactions are takes place. Stroma. Now the 2 molecules of G3P present in the stroma. Now that are export to the cytoplasm. Export to cytoplasm for which purpose? Making of glucose. Making of glucose. In glucose, how many carbons are there? 6 carbons are there in the glucose. So how many glyceraldehyde 3-phosphates are participating? In regeneration of RUBP, we have 12 molecules of G3P. Each and every G3P is having 3 carbons. 12 into 3 is equal 36. So instead of 36, instead of 12 G3P, 2 G3P, 2 G3P, and 2 molecules of G3P. And how many carbons are there? Yes, 6 carbons. So that 2 G3Ps are transferred into cytoplasm. Transfer into cytoplasm for making of exhaust sugar. For making of exhaust sugar. That is about the dark reaction. In the dark reaction, the plants are utilized ATP and NADPH to energy for making of glucose, exhaust sugar. Instead of 12 G3P, only 2 are transferred into cytoplasm for making of glucose. Okay, the carbon balance is having 2 G3P. Each and every one is having 3 carbons. 2 into 3 is equal to 6. Glucose is having 6 carbons. Is it clear? Yes. Now what happened? 2 are going to minus. So remaining how many G3Ps are we have? 10. Okay. You can observe G3P how many carbons? 3 carbons. 3 carbons. And the top place is having phosphate. Okay. Now the glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate is undergoes isomerization. And turn into DHAP. Turn into DHAP. Dihydroxy acetone phosphate. Dihydroxy acetone phosphate. Okay. The G3P is undergoes isomerization
G3P is undergoes isomerization and they can produce their isomer. They can turn into their isomer, that is DHAP. That is DHAP. You can observe the DHAP here also. 3 carbons are there, 1 phosphate is there. Both are isomers. Both are isomers. So the isomerization reaction is done in the presence of isomerase enzyme. In the presence of isomerase enzyme. Is it clear? Yes, sir. In the presence of isomerase enzyme, glycerol 3-phosphate is turned into their isomer, that is called DHAP, dihydroxyacetone phosphate. Understood this one? Is it clear? Yes, sir. Not all 10 molecules of G3P does not turn into DHAP. Only few are turned. Which G3Ps are going to turn into DHAP? We are mentioned in that cycle. Understood? Now listen about the cycle. This is the first G3P, 12 molecule of G3P. This is the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Sixth we have 2 G3Ps that are participating in making of glucose. So remaining 10 are there. 5 into 2 is equal to 10. Okay. So the second one turn into DHAP, isomerization. Fourth one is also turned into DHAP. Okay, understood? So here 2 molecules of DHAP formed. Here also 2 molecules of DHAP is formed. Understood? Because of isomerization. Is it clear? Here, how many? 2 molecules of glycerol 3-phosphate react with 2 molecules of DHAP, dihydroxyacetone phosphate. 2 molecules of glycerol 3-phosphate is react with 2 molecules of DHAP. Here, how many carbons are there in the G3P? 3 carbons. 3 carbons. Here, 3 carbons. How many phosphates is there? 1 phosphate. Here also 1 phosphate. So 3 plus 3, 6. Okay. We are getting a product. The product is having how many carbons here? 6. Already we know. That is called carbon balancing. G3P is having 3 carbons. DHAP is having 3 carbons. So easily we know the product is S. The product is having 6 carbons. Okay. And how many phosphates are there in that product? 2 phosphates. 6 carbons and 2 phosphates. That are balancing of carbon and phosphate. So what is the product here? The product name is 1,6 bisphosphate. The product name is fructose 1,6 bisphosphate. Fructose 1,6 bisphosphate. Listen. 2 molecules of G3P is react with 2 molecules of DHAP and produce a product. The product name is fructose 1,6 bisphosphate, as in the glycolysis also. So in the fructose 1,6 bisphosphate, how many carbons are there? 6 carbons. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First carbon is having phosphate. Here, how many phosphates are there? 2 phosphate. First place and 6th place. First place is having phosphate. 6th place is having phosphate. 1 fructose 1,6 bisphosphate. Okay, understood this one? Okay. Then what is the enzyme? Here simple molecules. G3P and DHAP are the simple molecule. That simple molecule is turned into complex molecule. So that enzyme name is aldolase. What is the enzyme name? Aldolase. Now tell me, in the presence of aldolase enzyme, 2 molecules of glycerol 3-phosphate is react with 2 molecules of dihydroxyacetone phosphate and produced 6 carbons of product. That name is fructose 1,6 bisphosphate. Fructose 1,6 bisphosphate. Very easy. Here 3 carbons, 1 phosphate. Here 3 carbons, 1 phosphate. So the product is having 6 carbons and 2 phosphates. Is it clear? Okay. Now I am asking. How many molecules of G3P are there? 2. So 2 into 3 is equal 6. Here 6 carbons are there. Here also DHAP 2. 2 into 3 is equal 6. So 6 plus 6. How many? 12. So how many molecules of fructose 1,6 bisphosphate is also going to produce? 6. 2. Chiranjeevi, what happened? 2 molecules of G3P is having 6 carbons. 2 molecules of DHAP is having 6 carbons. 6 plus 6? 12. Fructose is having how many carbons? 6. So how many molecules of fructose is produced? 2 molecules. 2 into 6 is equal to 12. 2 molecules of DHAP in the presence of aldose that is turned into 2 molecules of fructose 1,6 bisphosphate. Is it clear? Yeah. Okay. Now we have discussed about the next reaction. What is that? Next reaction. So అక్కడ కడియాలి ఇక్కడ కడియేసి మళ్ళీ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాను మళ్ళీ
ఎడిటింగ్ లేదు వదిలేరా
listen. Here which product is formed? 2 fructose 1,6 bisphosphate. Now the fructose 1,6 bisphosphate is turned into fructose 6-phosphate. Is turned into fructose 6-phosphate in the presence of fructose 1,6 bisphosphatase. We are going to discuss that side. Okay. So here which is participated? Listen. Fructose 1,6 bisphosphate. Clear? That is turned into what happened here? Fructose 6-phosphate. Understood here? Here what happened? Fructose 1,6 bisphosphate turned into fructose 6-phosphate. So what is the difference between this one and this one? Here fructose 1,6 bisphosphate is having 2 phosphates. One is presented to first carbon, another one is presented to sixth carbon. Here only fructose 6-phosphate is there. So only one the first place carbon phosphate is going to remove. Is going to remove. Remove what? We are write like this. The phosphate is going to remove from the one phosphate is going to remove from the fructose 1,6 bisphosphate at the position of first carbon. Now that is turned into fructose 6-phosphate. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 6th one. This is the first one. So now 6th one only is having the phosphate. First carbon phosphate is going to lose. So between 2 substrates, which are transferred here, phosphates are transferred. Phosphates are loosed. So that enzyme name is phosphatase enzyme. The enzyme name is phosphatase. Phosphatase. In the presence of phosphatase enzyme, fructose 1,6 bisphosphate is having 2 phosphates. One is the first carbon place, another one is the 6th carbon. The first carbon place phosphate is going to remove. So now that is turned into fructose 6-phosphate. Fructose 6-phosphate. Only one carbon place phosphate is going to remove. Understood this one? Okay. This is the next reaction. Which enzyme is going to participate here? Phosphatase. Phosphatase. Answer is there. So phosphate is going to remove in the presence of an enzyme that is called phosphatase. Is it clear? Now the product is fructose 6-phosphate. Okay. Now next reaction is, listen. Fructose 6-phosphate. Fructose 6-phosphate is react with 2 molecules of G3P. Listen here. Arrow mark like this. 2 molecules of G3P is react with 2 molecules of fructose 6-phosphate and split into 2 substrates. One is erythrose 4-phosphate, another one is xylose 5-phosphate. These are going to discuss about that side. Okay. Here what happened? Listen. Q molecules of G3P. 2 molecules of G3P is going to react with 2 molecules of fructose 6-phosphate. Fructose 6-phosphate. Simply. Okay. What about here? 2 molecules of glycerol 3-phosphate is react with 2 molecules of fructose 6-phosphate. Okay, here glycerol 3-phosphate is having how many carbons? We know 3 carbons. Fructose 6-phosphate is having how many carbons? 6 carbons. Here how many phosphates are there? 1. Here also 1 phosphate. So the product is having how many carbons now? 9 carbon. How many carbon product is going to form here? 9. So here the product is going to split. 2 products are found here. One is xylulose 5-phosphate. One is xylulose 5-phosphate. Another one is erythrose 4-phosphate. Listen, 2 molecules of G3P is react with 2 molecules of fructose 6-phosphate and split into 2 products. One is the xylulose 5-phosphate, another one is the erythrose 4-phosphate. So you can observe the erythrose 4-phosphate. They have 4 carbons. Xylulose 5-phosphate. They have 5 carbons. 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. Carbons are going to balance. G3P is having 3 carbons. Fructose 6-phosphate is having 6 carbons. 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. Here xylulose is having 5 carbons. Erythrose is having 4 carbons. 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. Here how many molecules of G3P is there? 3. How many molecules of G3P? 2 into 3 is equal to 6 carbons. Here 2 molecules of fructose. So 2 into 6 is equal to 12. 6 plus 12 is equal to 18. So the product is having 18 carbons. The product is having 18 carbons. So 2 molecules of xylulose, 2 molecules of erythrose. 2 into 5 is equal to 10. 2 into 4 is equal to 8. 10 plus 8. 18. The carbons are going to balance here. Phosphates are also going to balance. Okay. So here what happened here? The product is going to split into 2 molecules. So that's why here the enzyme is there. Trans-ketolase enzyme. In the presence of trans-ketolase enzyme, 2 molecules of G3P is reactive to 2 molecules of fructose 6-phosphate and produce 2 molecules of xylulose 5-phosphate, 2 molecules of erythrose 4-phosphate. Here G3P is having 3 carbons, fructose is having 6 carbons. So 9 carbons product. So xylulose is having 5 carbons, erythrose is having 4 carbons. 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. This is about the reaction. Now next one. So in the next reaction, what are the products here? We have one is the erythrose 4-phosphate, another one is a xylulose phosphate. Erythrose 4-phosphate is having 4 carbons, xylulose is having 5 carbons. Okay? Here what happened? Now the erythrose 4-phosphate is going to react with 2 molecules of DHAP. Now what is the reaction? 2 molecules of DHAP react with 2 molecules of erythrose 4-phosphate. In the presence of aldolase enzyme, they can turn into pseudo-heptulose 1,7 bisphosphate. What is the product name? Pseudo-heptulose 1,7 bisphosphate. Here we are observe the DHAP, dihydroxyacetone phosphate, is having how many carbons? 3 carbons. Okay. Now erythrose 4-phosphate is having 4 carbons. 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. And then you can observe a product. The product is having 7 carbons. So the 7 carbon product is formed here. That name is pseudo-heptulose 1,7 bisphosphate. Here, why I am calling bis? 2 phosphates. DHAP is having 1 phosphate. Erythrose 4-phosphate, that is also have 1 phosphate. So that's why the product is having 2 phosphate 7 carbons. 2 phosphate and 7 carbons. That is going to discuss that side. Easy. So what are the substrates here? Substrates. 2 molecules of DHAP. 2 molecules of DHAP is reactive with 2 molecules of erythrose 4-phosphate. Here that means the structure like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth carbon is having phosphate. Understood? Here you can observe this. DHAP is having how many carbons? 3 carbons. Erythrose 4-phosphate is having 1, 2, 3, 4. How many carbons? 4 carbons. 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. So the product is having how many carbon product? 7 carbon product. That name is pseudo heptulose 1,7 bisphosphate. Okay. When the 2 molecules of DHAP is reactive to 2 molecules of erythrose 4-phosphate, they can turn into pseudo heptulose 1,7 bisphosphate. 2 molecules of pseudo heptulose 1,7 bisphosphate. Here how many molecules of DHAP is there? How many molecules? 2 molecules. 2 into 3 is equal? 6 carbons here. 2 into 4 is equal? 8 carbons. 8 carbons. 6 plus 8. How many carbons? 14 carbons. So what is the product name? Pseudo heptulose bisphosphate. So how many carbons are there? 7. How many molecules are there? 2 into 7 is equal? 14 carbon. Here how many phosphate is there? 1 phosphate. Here how many phosphates are there? 1 phosphate. 1 plus 1 is equal? 2. 2 is nothing but bis. One is present at the first carbon, another one is present at the second carbon. Okay? Reaction is going to balance? Okay. That when the DHAP is participating in the reaction, when the DHAP is going to participate in the Calvin cycle reaction, here the enzyme name is simply aldolase. Enzyme name is aldolase. That means these are the simple molecules. The simple molecules are turned into complex molecule in the presence of aldolase enzyme. Okay? Understood this one? Yes. Okay. Now telling the total reaction, how you write in the examination. In the presence of aldolase enzyme, 2 molecules of DHAP react with 2 molecules of erythrose 4-phosphate and produce 2 molecules of pseudo heptulose 1,7 bisphosphate. DHAP is having 3 carbons. Erythrose is having 4 carbons. 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. So the product is having 7 carbons. Is it please? Pseudo heptulose 1,7 bisphosphate. Okay. Now the pseudo heptulose 1,7 bisphosphate is turned into pseudo heptulose 7-phosphate. Like this. Fructose 1,6 bisphosphate is turned into fructose 6-phosphate. Here which is going to lose? Phosphate is going to lose. Here also same. Pseudo heptulose 1,7 bisphosphate is having how many phosphates? 2 phosphates. 1 phosphate is going to lose here. So that is coming to pseudo heptulose 7-phosphate. So the here what happened between 2 substrate phosphates are transferred. So the reaction enzyme name is phosphatase. The enzyme name is phosphatase. Simple reaction this is it. What is the difference between these 2 substrates? Only 1 phosphate. Here first place and 7th place both are have phosphate. So the first place is going to lose the phosphate. So only 7th place is having the phosphate. How? Here. Here what happens? Pseudo heptulose bisphosphate. How many carbons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here what happened? First carbon is having phosphate. 7th carbon is also have the phosphate. After what happened here? Pseudo heptulose 1, 7 bisphosphate. Now that is turned into pseudoheptulose 7-phosphate. Pseudoheptulose 7-phosphate. So what is the difference between this one and this one? First place phosphate is going to lose like this. Understood? So thus pseudoheptulose 1,7 bisphosphate is lose 1 phosphate from the first place and they can turn into pseudoheptulose 7-phosphate. So the enzyme name is simply phosphatase. Phosphatase. In the presence of phosphatase enzyme, the pseudoheptulose 1,7 bisphosphate turn into pseudoheptulose 7-phosphate. Only first place phosphate is going to remove. Understood this one? And next product, pseudoheptulose 7-phosphate. Here, what happened here? We are remaining 2 molecules of G3P now. Okay? 2 molecules of G3P is reacting with 2 molecules of pseudoheptulose 7-phosphate and produced ribose 5-phosphate, and next 2 molecules of pseudoheptulose 7-phosphate is reacting to 2 molecules of G3P, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. So they can produce 2 products. What is the first one? Ribose 5-phosphate, and second one is xylulose 5-phosphate. Xylulose 5-phosphate. Understood? How many products are there here? 2 are there. One is the ribose 5-phosphate, another one is the xylulose 5-phosphate. Listen, carefully listen. Here what happened? 2 molecules of G3P. 2 molecules of G3P, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, react with 2 molecules of pseudoheptulose 7-phosphate. Pseudoheptulose 7-phosphate. Here, G3P is having how many carbons? 3 carbons. Pseudoheptulose 7-phosphate is having how many carbons? 7 carbons. 3 plus 7 is equal to 10. So the product is having how many carbons? 10. That means going to split like 2 molecules. One is, what is the one? First one? Ribose 5-phosphate. What is the another one? Is the xylulose 5-phosphate. You can observe already xylulose. Okay, xylulose is having how many carbons? 5 carbons. Ribose is also have ribose sugar. How many carbons are there? 5 carbons. It is a keto sugar. 5 carbons are there. 5 carbon. Keto sugar having how many carbons? 5. 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. Carbons are going to balance. Here G3P is having how many phosphate? 1. Pseudoheptulose 7-phosphate is also 1 phosphate. Here ribose 5-phosphate is having 1 phosphate at the 5th carbon. Xylulose 5-phosphate is also have 1 carbon at the 5th place. So reaction is going to balance. Yes. So what is the enzyme name? Transketolase. The enzyme name is same. Transketolase. So how to write in the examination? In the presence of transketolase enzyme, 2 molecules of G3P is react with 2 molecules of pseudoheptulose 7-phosphate, which is having 7 carbon. G3P is having 3 carbon. 3 plus 7 is equal to 10. So that is split into 2 products. One is ribose 5-phosphate, which is have 5 carbon. Another one is xylulose 5-phosphate, which is have 5 carbon. 5 plus 5, 10. Here how many molecules of G3P is there? 2 molecules. Pseudoheptulose also 2 molecules. So 2 molecules of ribose, 2 molecules of xylulose. 2 into 3 is equal to 6. 2 into 7 is equal to 14. 14 plus 6, 20. 2 molecules of ribose. 5 into 2 is equal to 10. 5 into 2 is equal to 10. 10 plus 10. Ribose 5-phosphate is there. Xylulose 5-phosphate is there. Here already we have the xylulose 5-phosphate. How many molecules? Two molecules. Here how many molecules? 2 plus 2? 4. Write down this. 4 molecules of xylulose 5-phosphate is undergoes isomerization. Is undergoes epimerization. Okay. So they can turn into 4 molecules of ribulose 5-phosphate. Listen. 4 molecules of xylulose 5-phosphate is going to undergoes epimerization. They can make their isomer structure, that is called 4 ribulose 5-phosphate. 4 ribulose 5-phosphate. Xylulose phosphate is having how many carbons? 5 carbons. Ribulose is also having 5. Ribulose sugar having how many carbons? 5 carbons. 4 into 5 is equal 20 carbons. 4 into 5 is equal 20 carbons. Here which type of reaction is going to take place? Epimerization. So the enzyme name is epimerase. Enzyme name is epimerase. Okay. In the presence of epimerase enzyme, 4 molecules of xylulose 5-phosphate is turned into their isomer, that is called 4 molecules of ribulose 5-phosphate. 4 molecules. 2 molecules of ribose sugar is there. 2 molecules of ribose 5-phosphate. Here, listen. 2 molecules of ribose 5-phosphate is participating in isomerization. It is participating in isomerization. That means they also turn into their isomer. What is the isomer? Here, ribulose 5-phosphate. Both are have 5 carbons. Both are called isomers. That's why the reaction type is isomerization. What happened? 2 molecules of ribose 5-phosphate is participating in isomerization and turn into their isomer, that is 2 molecules of ribose 5-phosphate. In the presence of which enzyme? Isomerase. In the presence of ribose 5-phosphate isomer enzyme, ribose 5-phosphate is turned into ribose 5-phosphate. Here already 4 ribose phosphates are there in the last reaction. In the previous reaction, how many ribose 5-phosphates are produced? 4. Here how many ribose 5-phosphates are produced? 2. 2 plus 4 is equal 6. That's why I am writing here 6. 6 molecules of ribose 5-phosphate coming from xylulose 5-phosphate and ribose 5-phosphate. Xylulose is nothing but epimerization. Ribose is nothing but isomerization. So finally we are getting 6 molecules of ribose 5-phosphate. Understood? Listen, this is the last reaction. Then now we are going to discuss about the last reaction in the regeneration of RUBP. Carefully listen. So listen here. In the last reaction we have a product. What is the product name? 6 molecules of ribose 5-phosphate. So how many carbons are there here? 5 carbons. Now that is turned into, what is that? RUBP. 6 molecules of RUBP. RUBP means ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate. Ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate. So answer is there already. What is the difference between ribose 5-phosphate and ribulose 5-phosphate and ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate? Here only 5th carbon is having phosphate here. Yes, sir. 5 carbons are there. 5th carbon is having phosphate. Here also 5 carbons are there. 5th carbon is having phosphate. First carbon is also having the phosphate. That's why I am telling 1,5 bisphosphate. That means ribulose 5-phosphate is required phosphate. Then which is going to donate the phosphate? Which is work like a donor of the phosphate? ATP. Again the plants are utilized ATP energy. Again utilize the ATP energy. One ribulose 5-phosphate utilized 1 ATP. So in the ATP, how many phosphates are there? 3. Adenosine triphosphate. So one phosphate is going to lose from the ATP. Add to the first place of the ribulose sugar. So that is turning to ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate. Are you understood? Here how many carbons are there? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. Okay. Fifth carbon is having phosphate. That's why I am calling ribulose 5-phosphate. Ribulose 5-phosphate. Now they can utilize the ATP. In the ATP, how many phosphates are there? 3. One phosphate is going to attach to first carbon. Now ATP is coming to ATP. Okay. When the ATP lose one phosphate, that is attached to the first carbon of the ribulose sugar. Now that is turning to ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate. Understood? Are you clear? Here how many molecules of ribulose 5-phosphate is there? 6. One molecule of ribulose 5-phosphate utilizes 1 ATP. Here how many molecules are there? 6. So how many molecules of ATP is going to utilize? 6 molecules. How many molecules? 6. So how many molecules of ATP is going to produce? 6 molecules. Is it clear? Already we have discussed. When a biochemical reaction includes ATP, that enzyme name is simply. So how to write in the examination? In the presence of kinase. Which kinase? Ribulose 5-phosphate. Ribulose 5-phosphate kinase. In the presence of kinase enzyme, 6 molecules of ribulose 5-phosphate is turned into 6 molecules of RUBP. The 6 molecules of ribulose 5-phosphate utilize the ATP energy. One phosphate is going to lose from the ATP, attached to the first carbon of the ribose 5-phosphate and turn into ribose 1,5 bisphosphate. When the ATP is lose one phosphate, they can turn into ADP, adenosine diphosphate. Okay? Are you clear about this one? Now what is the product name? RUBP, ribose 1,5 bisphosphate. That is called regeneration of RUBP. Again, we are getting the RUBP. So the process is called regeneration of RUBP. So